Adrian Peter Henry, also known as Susie in the Douglaston community, was slapped with 2 counts of arson in connection with the early morning fire that engulfed the Coco Boucan and Watchman's house at the Douglaston Estate, St. John, on May 18, 2020. Both structures were destroyed along with a quantity of cocoa beans belonging to the Grenada Cocoa Association. However, Henry was only convicted on 1 count of arson by a jury of his peers at the end of his trial before Madam Justice Paula Guilford at the St. George's No. 1 High Court on Tuesday. The loss due to the fire was estimated at over $900,000. The fire created an emotional ordeal for the former employees and general manager of the estate, John Branch, who recalled the unfortunate incident in an interview with reporters. John expressed some degree of satisfaction with the verdict that was handed down.
I think justice has been done. The jurors made their decision, and I think it's the right one. The Boucan is the main building, and pretty close is, you could say, the Watchman's house, where my cousin Myron and the security, although he was an ageable man, was living. And as a result of the Boucan being burnt, the fire spread to that house, and it was also destroyed.
The now convicted man, who at the time was employed as a laborer, was often seen displaying uncontrollable behavior after consuming alcohol.
Susie was a troublemaker in golf, cussing, drinking rum, getting on bad behavior generally. There was a room on the estate that was unoccupied. One of my supervisors, called Manu, allowed him to go and stay there. He came to me after staying there for maybe a week or so and asked me for employment. I said, no problem. He have a place to stay free of cost. And I had work to do around the place and in the field. I employed him, paid him regularly, and that was it.
The 300-year-old historical plantation, which measured 600 acres, was owned by the Branch family and offered a unique ecotourism experience. Branch says the family would like to receive compensation for their losses and is planning to seek legal advice on the process that must be followed. He is optimistic that the structures can be restored to its former glory.
It is my hope that it will be possible. As you would recognize, at the time of the fire, the loss was over $1 million. That is EC dollars. And I haven't got the money to do that kind of construction and rehabilitation now. It would be nice if some good soul or win the lottery or something. And because, Douglaston is a unique enterprise. Most of the tourists, the cruise ship tourists, used to visit there and were quite satisfied with what we had to offer. And the general history of the place, it would be good if it could be restored.
The now convicted Henry, represented in court by attorney Jerry Edwin, was initially placed on $100,000 bail with 2 sureties, but no one came forward to post his bail. He has been returned to the remand block at the Richmond Hill Prison, pending sentencing on July 31st. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.